Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is Stock Trade Ideas for the week of November 24th. Today is Sunday, November 23rd, and we're going to take a look at a couple that we're in and one we got out of. So we're going to look at Broadcom, we're going to look at Valero, Facebook, and then two new trade ideas on Disney and FireEye. All right, we're going to start off here with Broadcom, and Broadcom got in on the 19th, which was that day right in here. So we're trying to catch a little turn, got a tight stop in here. I think we've got divergence on all three of the indicators on this stock. It looks like it's doing a broadening top to me. Okay, it looks like it's got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a classic 5A. Now, this formation's not really playing out real well in the indices, at least so far. We'll see if it does any better on the stocks. So right now, again, we've got enter, we've got puts, we're in the position, and we've got a pretty tight stop on it. So we'll see if we're catching a turning point and it rolls over. So that's the play for now. And the next one is Valero. Valero, we got in, thought we were starting to get some closes below the 10 and roll over in here, but I should have been a little more cautious about this bar in 2020 hindsight. This is what I call a WR7 bar, okay? The widest ranging bar in the last 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably bigger than this day here. That's almost 2 points, about 1.9, and this is a little over 2 points. Okay, so it was the widest ranging bar. And when I get a bar like that, a lot of times you just don't get follow through. Now, sometimes when it's plummeting, sometimes you get a bar like this, but I would have had an entry point based off of something similar, earlier. Okay, not in here. So anyway, I've just happened to notice that this happens. So in 2020 hindsight, we got in on this day with puts, and and basically we fought it. Went against us the whole time, and then I had a stop that I had lowered, which was probably a good thing because the initial stop, which was hanging up here, would have been hit by a couple of pennies with the wide swing that happened on Friday. And so they had this big upward swing on Friday, came all the way back down, almost totally reversed itself. It did not, but we got stopped out in the process. We had to stop right in here. So that trade did not work out for us. We had a really, really nice trade on Valero earlier in September into October. I think it was primarily September. So unfortunately, that one did not work. Let's look at Facebook. Facebook's the third one, and we're currently in Facebook. We got in Facebook right here on this day. And again, it's breaking down. This is another one that looks like a broadening top formation to me. Now, the broadening top is confirmed when the prices break below this point right here. Okay, so the top is not confirmed yet. But the action so far is, continuing to move or play with that. Now, last 2 days we're up slightly. It's been a very, very slow rollover in here. And now we're getting the 21, which was kind of flat. Now the 21's curving down. The 55's a little bit flat in here. The 10 exponential these are simple. The 21 and 55 are simple, as is this 233. This is the 10, and right now, even with the big move on Friday, Dow was up 170 some points at one point, and then closed up 91, and Facebook was up 15 cents. And I think this day here, 73.60, so up 27 cents. So up 27, up 15 cents. It's not acting like it wants to go up. Now, that doesn't mean that won't change, but right now I'm still sitting with the puts. And I've got the details. All the details of these trade ideas are on the Trade Ideas webpage. You need to be a subscriber to access that page. It's not a big deal. First name and email, and you get access to it. You can download the PDF I've got for you and that type of thing. So, and you'll get notification of posts and all of that. So real easy to do, and the details of the trade ideas are here. Facebook, I'm looking for this to continue to pull on down. Let me look at something. I mean, it's closed this gap. It did that here. The bottom of the Keltner channel's here. The 233's here. So I'm actually looking for a little bit more of a flush to the downside, and we'll just have to see whether we get it or not. A lot of times on this type of top, it'll come down, break this point, and then bounce back up. You know, they do like a 50% retracement or something. The other thing is, it almost looks like we're doing like maybe two legs here, like 1, 2, and a third leg, which is trying to come down. And so where does let's do a little projection. Where is that equal to from here? 100% down here. So it's 68.5. At 68.5, this leg will equal this leg. Okay, so that's something for us to keep in mind too. Okay, so right now that's Facebook. Now the two I'm looking at, Disney. Disney looks like it's trying to roll over. So even though it's a Dow stock and the Dow's been going up, Disney now looks like it's trying to roll over. We're not getting strong divergence on the daily chart. We're getting it on a weekly chart. But you know, the indicators are such that, you know, the RSI is below 50, DI minus is greater than DI plus. So, you know, we're getting a negative position on the indicators. So right now I'm going to be looking to try to take a position on puts and see if we can't catch a little bit of a move. We got some gaps that are open down here in this move to the upside. Disney may be telling us that it needs a rest, or at least, you know, wants to pull back. I mean, even if this move, let's assume the move is still in some kind of bullish mode. Let's see, the high point is probably right about there. A 50% pullback pulls back to like 85.25, and a deeper one would pull back down into here, down closer to this moving average. 50% move would close this gap. So those are some things to consider, and we'll have to look at that when we start targeting. And the last one tonight is FireEye. FireEye just looks like it is also starting to break down. Probably should have entered here, did not. And so now it's come back down and it's pulled back. I think when I looked at this date, the indicators weren't that negative yet. That's correct. I didn't have at least 2 out of the 3 of my indicators negative. And so I was waiting. And then I got this bar, which is a big, you know, WR7 bar. And so then I was like, okay, now I'm going to wait. And now we got the snapback. Okay, so that's what we're looking at here. I got a snapback, but the moving averages have crossed to the downside. Last time they crossed to the downside was in here. The prior time to the downside was in here. After a WR7 bar, it snapped back. And so, you know, now if it has a big gap like this tomorrow morning, I may just sit on the sidelines. We'll have to see. But right now I'm looking to get in and enter puts. I'm not at the close. I'll have the details as to where to enter on the Trade Ideas webpage. So, all right, that's it for tonight. So 2 more trade ideas. You know, and these trade ideas keep popping up to the downside, and I know the market's moving to the upside. And but you know, I'm going to take what the stocks are giving me, and they're not all going to go in the direction the market's going in. That's for sure. So. All right, that's it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with a market update, and we'll check it back in on some of these stocks, see what got filled, what didn't, where we're at, and we'll go from there. Everyone have a great Monday, and go Dallas Cowboys tonight. Now, all of you guys aren't Cowboys fans, maybe, but we'll be watching the Cowboys and the Giants tonight. All right, this has been Joe from Beyond the Chart. Have a great Monday.